took her home to my bed.
A fable, a table of contents, shouts, murmurs, goings-on about town, so many sirens, then not so many. What's a town? The world's a cinema now. I'm a reporter of the small, what's looming large. These goings-on all about, going on.
We cartwheel across the year, breathe in and out, and in our breath becomes confused the exhale and the inhale, receiving and giving over, becoming one. Is it morning, noon, or night? Collapse into a sea of selves. Receive and give. Receive and give. In the living room on a bed. In your street clothes. Your eye is the light that reminds us of our edges.
A face crumbling blueness, fragment, building, crag, and fuchsia light is not space, but a stroke, a swim, a brush, indivisible from the eye that carves sight. Some light is bulb and some is sun, inside the gem. Each stroke is so different, a face in a frame, becomes a wistful and also a box triangle home. Enters smoke from the west, caught in the air quality index of a dark 2 p.m. now. Hermetic hospitality, dust, smoke. Yes, I can hear the ringing in your ears, rubbed by this image you made. Not really San Francisco now, but is for me becomes that place. Sends me there. Feel the heat. Nothing comes through the fog but the heat. The crackling of the burning brush underfoot, the heat, the worry. And through it all, a line drawing itself, spitting in motion, in liquid.
The city morphs, disintegrates into fragments, dust, disappeared. Rebuilds, reintegrates, stands still.
In Airbnbs bereft of charm, a California with no care, brisk and no nonsense, difficult to engage, somehow obscene, as going into a tunnel involves jittering down red carpeted steps. In an argument with a toll taker at the end of time, about the importance of sticking with things no matter what. Scary squares we fall behind. We perform massages remotely, bring bodies up from the dead with hands pulling on ghost strings. Do not touch the products of your imagination. In England, at Stonehenge, threatening to leave because I hate America. Between the smooth and the striated, there is a relationship, but now it's not readily available. It's trapped in the rocks, sand, and sea.
I remember a forest's green embrace to melancholy humid shade. One day the trees burned, desert, ashes, blackened skies. And then the fungus head rose, brought life out of the death.
There's time, there's not time, there's time, there's not time, time, not time. All the things, cherry red, bursting energy, swimming pools, chlorine. Your hug, your hands, your eyes. My fan won't turn on. There's things to do in the garden. I can't reach you.
Longings at our gathering of aunts and cousins. If I could, I'd be out dancing toe to toe. If I could, I'd be singing in harmony with the choir. Instead, we meander together, bare feet in the cool Atlantic water. Under the sweet pine trees, a photo of Granny, each of our faces in hers. Stories of her pre-married days working on the Great Northern Railway. Longing for when she would splash in the ocean. If I could, I would hug you all.
The Mississippi River is flowing backwards. There was a hot day, sweat running down my back. You picked me up and took me to Galveston, a city wound around hurricanes and roller coasters and recovery. You wrote me a postcard. You said the caption to everything is, "Wish you were here." If I were there, would we be in the eye of the storm where it's quiet to hear crickets? Sweet, sweat, petrochemical love, imminent hurricanes, and salty sensuousness. My eyes are on our Gulf, our barrier islands.
clean ocean dead fish, cheese remnants, rennet slippery, smooth gulp, nourishing silk fast gone, swimming life bubbles filtered clean. Remove the watershed of South Florida. Someone said we live on a sponge. This sponge water has been filtered again and again and again and again and again for me. Vision, longing, sensual iridescent ambush. I am trapped, wrapped, cocooned, wild, amber blossom expectancy, asphyxiated dust.
Remember my black pleated skirt? Friday, meet you at the corner, a quick slice before the theater. Hamlet played by a woman. Gertrude's very red dress. The crush at intermission. The crush. Then such applause, the clapping, shouting even. How we rushed to catch the F train, laughing in the downpour with others.
I see her behind the glass. She didn't recognize me before the gloves and masks. When I say my name, she has forgotten. I caress her clothes. Her cupboard a museum of things not worth remembering. Will you give my mama's clothes to the homeless? Will the homeless smell like my mama? When I pass them by, will I smell my mama's sweet regret?
Wrestling my spirit to the floor, I swallow myself whole to fit into your wound. stretched to soothe a suture, threaded through with blood, an umbilical cord.
Surrounded by sound and warmth and passion, I am here, reflections disarmed. Can you know my thoughts? How close we are? Our forms burn beyond now into a distant past.
So you dig down deep. Now you see what remains. The roots, the rot, what feeds a bulb, a tuber, a seed.
Still moving, I see shimmery water on your wall, in waves that take me to the banks of a babbling brook, that bring me to a bend in the river, to the place where water, roaring over rocks, turns a corner and opens into a quiet, flowing stillness that promises serenity in motion.